This universe is so beautiful, from galaxies to stars to planets. Everything in this cosmos looks so much mesmerizing. Universe is full of colors. But there is even something here on earth which is as beautiful and tempting as the outer space. It is something which every person dreams to see at least once in lifetime. Yes, it's aurora. So today I'll share some really mind-blowing facts about aurora which you might definitely not have heard. So let's go. Hello stargazers, I'm Kushi and you're watching Space Girl. Okay, before I begin with these really cool fun facts about aurora, let's first see what is it and how is it formed. An aurora or polar lights is a natural display of dancing waves of light which have captivated people for thousands of years. These colorful lights are mainly observed in the north and south poles of the earth. In the North Pole they are called aurora borealis or northern lights, and in the South Pole they are called aurora australis or southern lights. Okay, now let's see how are they actually formed. So the activity that causes aurora begins on the sun. Sun is a super hot supergiant ball of gases which is mostly made up of hydrogen. The temperature of the sun is so hot that atoms cannot hold. The matter turns into plasma, which is a hot soup of protons and electrons. Hydrogen atom is one proton and one electron, and when the electron leaves the atom becomes a positively charged ion. Now the sun keeps ejecting these charged particles from its upper atmosphere called corona. Well, I know this word sounds disgusting after 2019. And the ejection of these high energy particles from corona is called solar wind. And when sun's activity is high, you can also observe some large eruptions like coronal mass ejection or solar flares. Now these high energy radiations get released into the space and travel at a very high speed into the solar system. If these radiations hit the earth, the results would be horrible. The solar winds would blow away the Earth's atmosphere, preventing any life form to exist. In fact, solar flares of very high intensity, which are actually dangerous for life on Earth, occur about 10 times a year. So how are we still alive? Well, in the very center of the Earth is a core which is made up of hot and molten iron. It is responsible for the creation of magnetic fields of the Earth. Earth acts like a giant magnet with its magnetic fields extended far away from us. This magnetosphere protects the Earth from harmful solar winds. Now, as the solar wind approaches the Earth, it meets the magnetic field. Now, most of the particles get deflected by the magnetic field, but some also get captured. Now, these particles which get captured by the magnetic field accelerate down towards the north and south poles, and from there they get deflected down into the atmosphere. The interaction of the solar wind with the atmospheric atoms causes aurora. Now the Earth's atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and oxygen. Now as the particles of the solar wind collide with oxygen and nitrogen, this leads to the excitation of electrons of these atoms. By excitation, I mean that when an electron gains some energy, it is excited to a higher energy level. But since it is not stable in a higher energy level, it releases the energy in the form of photons and jumps back to its original energy state. And these photons light up the sky with their beautiful colors. The yellowish green color we see is due to the photons released by oxygen atom, and the red or blue ones are due to nitrogen atom. Okay, let's begin with the fun facts. The name Aurora was given after a Roman goddess of dawn, and the word Boreas is a Greek term which means north wind, hence the name Aurora Borealis. Of course, today we know what causes northern lights, but before we knew the science behind it, it is understandable how our ancestors struggled to comprehend what they see. And so many myths and legends around the world are associated with northern lights. Sightings of light in China were rare, so on these rare occasions, the lights were linked to dragons taken to battle between good and evil dragons. In Italy and France, these lights were believed to be a bad omen, bringing about any kind of outbreak like war. Japanese associated aurora with luck. A child conceived during aurora would be blessed with good looks, intellect, and good fortune. While some ancient North Americans believed that aurora is a pathway to guide departed souls to heaven. Some people think that aurora only occurs at night, but this is not true. Aurora keeps happening even during the daytime. It is only that we are not able to see it because of the sunlight. When you are watching especially a very strong northern light, it seems as if you could reach out and touch it, but actually they are much higher. They are generally found 90 to 130 kilometers above the ground level, which is indeed very high. You know, GPS satellites are just 20 kilometers above the ground, and high Earth orbit satellites can be 36 kilometers above the ground. The first aurora photograph was taken 125 years ago. It was a black and white photograph taken by a German physicist. Aurora is not unique to Earth, since other planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune also have magnetic field, hence aurora has been observed on these planets too. Astronauts at the International Space Station are at the same altitude as aurora, so they see aurora from sideways. You might know that aurora is a natural visual display, but did you know that sometimes it is much more than a visual display? Many auroral activities also produce crackling or clapping sounds. From space, northern light display is often seen as an oval around the poles. However, the stronger the charged particles will be, the farther away from poles they will enter the atmosphere and the oval will expand. Aurora is related to magnetic poles and not the geographic poles of the Earth. And since the magnetic poles keep shifting over the time, the best place to see aurora will also keep changing. This means that while today is a great time to see the lights in the northern region of Norway, this won't be the case forever. Have you ever got a chance to see northern lights? If yes, then don't forget to share your experience in the comment box. And this brings me to the end of this video. Until we meet again, keep stargazing.